Hey guys, now I don't normally do this in guide videos, but I just thought I'd drop by on this. Now the reason why is because this car is a story car, yes, but it needs a specific task, which is to add 10 to 15% of the overall power of the car. So when you go to upgrade parts of the engine, for me I did parts of the engine, I did the spark plugs and bits like that. I overspent. Well, I didn't overspend. I put too much power into this car and put it way over 20% worth. So the last part of this video, I spent a long time shuffling parts around just to even it out. I got it down to like 13%, it was accepted. So if you're up to this job and you're just about to do this and you can't figure out why, literally, it's not... I should really have a car up on screen to actually show you what's happening. Okay, so this bit up here means naffle. Okay, completely. When you're, unless they are actually asking for extra miles an hour in a car, that doesn't mean anything. What they're after when it comes to the tuning power of a car, where it says here tuning 0.00%, that is the number that's going to be focused on the overall performance of this car. It's nothing to do with like the power outage on the dyno machine. It's that tuning section there that needs to be sorted. That number for this car needs to be between 10 and 15%. I thought I'd give you that warning now because there might be people who jump into this video and go, hey, he's already onto it, fantastic. And that's the reason why I made this. At the end of the day, they're looking for that number, the tuning number, not the power outage on the actual dyno. So I'll catch you all later. Well, actually, I'll let the video roll. Hello one and all, this is Hybridsteel. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. Today we're going to be doing the Emden Jager, or Jaeger, depending on pronunciation and where it comes from and so on and so forth. Let's do this. It's a little bit funny colours, isn't it? And there's some really rusted parts on this, so let's get this inside. Let's see what we can do. On closer inspection, it looks pretty horrible. And so we've got 3 parts of stuff to go through. We've got to repair the right door, the front right. Okay, so that's not too bad. Obviously change the oil, spray it, and then we've got to do an increased power by 10 to 15%. Perform wheel alignment and calibration. Oh my god, this guy is going all out. I mean, the engine's in really good condition, thankfully, so that's not too bad. I think what we need to do is we just need to take care of all the, by the looks of it, it's mainly the front suspension that looks like it's knackered. Rear actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, the rims could do with some cleaning, well, definitely some cleaning up. Maybe a new set, maybe, we'll see. Does it ask for a respray? Spray it in the factory colour. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. So what I want to do then is I'm going to replace the bits that need doing on here. So we need to take the hood off, the fender, and the door. Basically that for the rest. Yeah, right fender, right hood. Yep, cool. Now I know it says all parts and 71%, right? Or 79%. But what I'm thinking of doing is actually I'm thinking of taking it all off and seeing if I can repair all of the actual body parts. So the car comes out a little straighter. Might affect like the bonus as well. So that's something I'm looking at. I mean, the windows are probably in good nick. I don't have to touch the interior because the interior, in fairness, the interior is in really good condition. So let's just see what we can do with the body parts first, shall we? Now, I have only got 14 grand, so I'm hoping this entire thing doesn't cost me that much money. Came out alright, that didn't it? Right, cool. So what we want to do first is we want to assemble mode. So the windows and everything I took off are bare minimum, 78%, so that's good. Okay, so that's all the panels sorted. What I want to do now, go to normal mode, and we're going to ship this over to... Actually, I'll do the painting last, because if I do the painting now, then I'm going to ship the car out and do its wheel alignment as well, and yeah, it's just all bad. So I think what we need to do, let's drain all the liquids out first. If I have to go through the engine, I might as well just drain out everything and then just refill it, so it's all clean, it's all good. So I think what we'll do is we're just going to take everything off the front. I'm going to go through both axle sections. So I'm going to take the front off, going to take the back off, repair everything that needs to be done, and go from there. I'm not really seeing, as I said, I'm not really seeing much wrong with the engine, because if there was any problems, you'd normally see like rust and bits and pieces. But I mean, it all looks like it's all front wheel. There is a little bit of rust out the back, you know, one of the rims is knackered, but I think we'll take it all off and we'll just breeze through all the parts. There's nothing wrong with the discs, so this looks alright. Suspension looks alright. I think it is just these parts. Actually, that's cause for concern when you see a rusted bolt. That means one of the rubber bushings could be seen in a second when it pops up. 74%. So I probably will be repairing that. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, and I'm just going to run through this just for my own sanity. I'm going to run through these just to make sure that it's all right. Okay, so for my sanity, I'm going to go through all of these. So there you go. We're going to have to change that. We're going to have to fix the ECU and spark plug change. It's not actually that bad. These are 75%. That's piston with a con rod, and that's a piston ring. Are they going to come? I think they're going to come up, aren't they? It'd be like, yeah, you need to fix this. Right, so let's have a look at this. So everything that's come up so far, brake pads, these front drive axles, that needs to be changed obviously. The rims, spark plugs. So nothing else needs to be coming off, so that's good. And then it's just the parts not discovered, which, yeah, I'm fearful of now. Okay, so we're going to have to just start on the engine and just basically try and find everything. I'm pretty sure this is where all the problems are now. Yep, there's one of the problems. So if nothing comes up on scans, most things it's normally like the solid or metal objects that you have to take off, like camshafts, belt tensioners, that sort of thing. And as you can see, camshaft, bent and belt tensioner. Okay, so we found all the parts. Way! Okay, so all of the parts up to this point. Air filter 14B, belt tensioner, brake pad, camshaft 14 SOHC. Alright, all good. Front drive axle H, front drive shaft, and the fuel filter. Oil filter 14, rim retro. So you got to do 4 rims, and I mean the tyres are in good nick, but you know, I mean it's all good. Serpentine belt 14 SOHC, 17 belt A, spark plugs, blah, 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 and all good. So, and obviously this guy wants to upgrade the engine. So what I did was I took the whole block apart, expecting this. So what I want to do is I'm going to go in through I'm going to try and repair everything I've got now, and then before I put the engine back together, I'm going to see what parts I could buy to make things better for this job. Because if I can up it by 15%, it probably means I'm going to have to buy like quite a lot of the expansion parts for the engine to just make it that a bit more powerful, so to speak. Everything that isn't repaired properly, let's just go condition. So what, it's 78% or below? I think most of the parts. Yeah, we need new tyres and new wheels. Let's get all the parts done first, shall we? So we need 2 of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the bits and pieces back on the car now. All the stuff that we've taken off, all the bits for the wheels and, you know, axles and things that are easy to replace, and that's okay. And then we've got to work on the engine. Now the engine needs a 10 to 15% power boost, which means we've got to look at like slightly upping the power outage of all the parts. So I'm going to chuck all this together. I hope you stick around because you get to see the end result then, don't you? Anyways, a bit of calming music and a montage of me putting stuff together really, really fast. I think I've bought all the parts I need now. We're going to mount all the engine back together. So alternator, that was definitely a power part. Right, so each of the pistons I'm putting in are a 1.1% boost to the car. So I'm putting those in as well. So if anyone's following this, there you go. I'm adding this, and I added 5% to the engine head as well. I want to make sure this car has got the oomph that the customer actually wants as well. So yeah, it's all good. Now all I'm hoping is that basically it goes, yeah, you've got enough here and that'll be fine. I'd hate it to be like 9.99 and be like, oh, I need 1%. Then I'm gonna have to change some. I'm gonna have to change one tiny thing just to like put it all back together, and that's gonna be a little bit annoying if that happens. But I don't know if it's gonna happen. Right, now we're just about to finish, so we're gonna cap up the bottom of the engine. So we have to put all the little crankshaft bearing caps on, the piston cap. You know, just basically just make sure it's all tidy and clean and it all works down here. So don't forget what we've done is we've upgraded the pistons, we've upgraded a lot of the engine parts like the alternator, the air filter, basically anything that we could stick on with a red label next to it that basically increases the power of this car. Hopefully we would have actually done it. So we're actually going to have to dyno test this car after we've put it all back together. So we want to see an increase of between 10 and 15%. If it's more, I don't know if I fail the mission just because I added too much power. We shall see. Okay, so air filter, belt tensioner, brake pad, camshaft 14 SOHC, front drive axle H, front drive shaft, fuel filter, oil filter 14, rim retro times 4 of those, the serpentine belt 14 SOHC, the serpentine belt A, 4 spark plugs, 4 standard tyres, and a timing belt on top of that. And then we've repaired the body parts, and we haven't done the oil yet. We're just about to. And then we've got to spray it the original colour as well. So I'm going to get all the liquids done first, and then we can carry on. Over to the paint booth to get this. So before I go into the painting booth, it's always best to wash and prep the car first. So I need to detail the car, and then we need to wash the car. Move the car back to lift 1. We're going to weld it. That's 500 quid to do this. So now the car should be like 100%. 85, 87, 100. Okay, that's not too bad. Right, over to... yeah, now we've got to go and paint it. So we've got to paint it factory colour. Ta-da! A lovely white colour. What a lovely colour. And now we've got to go to the test path, because we just have to make sure that the headlights are aligned, the wheels are aligned, because they're a bit lopsided. %, okay? 14. Why have I got this feeling that this here, the 20.15, right? This is how much power that I've put into the car. So it's still not light enough. What the bloody hell can I take off that isn't like an amazing problem? So I need to drop this car by 3% in power, or 3%. So I think one of these is like responsible for that. If I can drop it by 4%, that would be even better. I think we're just going to take it all off. So I'm going to put that, no, standard clutch plate, put this on, just so it looks nicer. Up by 7 horsepower. Right, now let's go and check that out. 13.4. Oh, right, okay, fantastic. Okay, so we've done this. Done that. Right, let's go back to I'll go back to the garage, then I'm going to have this talk. Okay, so before I send this cut, we're going to make 15.5 grand out of this. So that's not bad, good payday. But I've spent a lot of money, like on extra stuff I didn't need, and I don't want you guys to do this as well. So if you're up to this point, don't overspend. And I'll probably put this at the beginning of the video. This will be the... Actually, I'll do a warning anyway. Alright, cool. So, what we've done here is we've done the story order, the repairs, all the other, the spraying, the other tasks, and bits and pieces, and we're going to make 15,328. And that has been the 1983 Emden Jager. Jesus, that was a pain in the ass. And if you've watched this video right at the beginning when I told you exactly why this was so annoying, yeah, it's all good. Right, cool. So, I'll see you all in another video. This has been Hybridsteel. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification button below for all other updates. And I'll be back here with a brand new video, live stream, or whatever else I do on this channel. Until then, my friends, I'll see you all in another one. I want to say peace out, have fun, and enjoy everything you guys do. And don't forget, if there's anything else that you need to know, or want to know, or you just want to talk about, let me know in the comment section below. I'll just make videos on all your suggestions, because if you're suggesting it, it definitely needs to be answered. So thank you very much for kicking by. I'll see you all later. Bye bye and for now.